Hello everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in. I, of course, am Rotype, and welcome back to Factorio Cities, where I've got the depot all ghosted out. Now, of course, none of this is built, but I think this is going to be my plan for the depot. At the very least, this is going to be the bulk unloading section. And you can see here I've got several lanes. I'm going to put some stations in here, obviously, and this is the spacing such that there will be room for the inserter into a box, and then ostensibly, eventually, we're going to have robots empty the boxes, so we won't need a big long line of things. Now, before we get robots, we're going to have these, have another inserter here, some type into, possibly an underground or possibly something like this. And obviously, when we're doing this, we won't fill in every single row because then this will get really difficult with the balancers and all that other stuff. So this is a temporary, it's a temporary map of the final product, I'll say. So that's how this is going to work. And you can see over here, I have the main line kind of running through in its own section over here. So without further ado, I think we should go ahead and get some of this going. Let's take a quick look at how our ore is doing. So we got, 4 hours left, 3 hours, 3 hours, 56 minutes, 4 hours left on our iron. That's going to go before we know it. So what I'm going to do is I've already made myself a train stop here, and I'm just going to go ahead and to make things simple, I'm going to start with this. I guess I need some rails to do that first. I'm going to start with that one closest to the path because there's no real reason to start farther away that I can think of. Let's see if I remember where I'm making rails. Here we go. So let's grab, 800 rails will do for now. And I'll go ahead and just start building this innermost lane here. So I need one more and connect it. Although even the main line doesn't exist at this point, so this is kind of arbitrary, but that's fine. Just kind of come in. I need one more to do, I guess another one. There we go. There it is. That's what I want. I need that piece to connect like this. And the main line will go off to, obviously, who knows, wherever it needs to go. Just get some of the main line built here, and then the other direction. There we go. And then the entrance from the other direction will look like this. Now, obviously, this has no signals on it. We'll come back to that in a minute. Just kind of building the original flow, this first setup here. So with that, we'll come back up here and build the exit of the depot. Run this like this. Now, unfortunately, it just occurred to me that with the main line being over here and the closest stop to the main line would be probably over here. If we name all of our stops depot and have it automatically choose which one to go to, it's unfortunately going to pick the one with the shortest distance, which will be farthest away from where we want it to eventually go, where they want the ore to go, obviously into the factory. So that might be suboptimal, but frankly, most of this factory is suboptimal. So maybe I'll live with it. Maybe I'll see if I can come up with some little tricks. Might be able to get the signals, use some circuit conditions on the signals, see if I can get them to help me out a little bit. But that's all down the road. For now, we just have our main line, got our entrance and exit. And let's find that stop I made. Here we go. So it looks like we could put it up all the way up in front. Now, is there any reason not to do that? I don't think I want any trains in this entire section. I'm going to leave this as just one single block. So yeah, I think I will just go ahead and plop this guy right up here. And I'll clear these, but leave these over here to remind me of what the spacing looks like. Now, the next thing I need, obviously, is I don't need a farl module. I need a farl and all the other assorted train accoutrements. Let's see, let's run down here. Here we go. I believe I have the engine manufacturer. Here it is. I have, oh, good, 50 whole engines. All right, so that should produce for me one locomotive, and I need another. Fortunately, it's a weird number that I can't easily access from the map, but that's what I get for cheating and using the map view. So I am at 19. I need one more. Oh well. sure we can find something else to do with that. Now, where did they go? Here's my Farl. So I just need to make another locomotive, which needs iron. Okay, shortage on iron. It's fine. I know where the iron is. Grab myself a bunch of iron plate. Now we have a Farl, so I want a regular locomotive just behind it. And this is for all the normal spacing that I like to do. We'll just do 1, 2, 3. How many was that? 3, 4. So we'll get 4 wagons. I like to run 2 4 trains, single-headed. Just seems to be the most, I don't know, in line with the way I like to run things. So put that guy there. We'll give his backup locomotive, and we'll let the wagons run for a minute. I do need to set up some fueling, so I see no reason to do that any farther down than necessary. And you know, I think I'm gonna only have 1 box and run it on a belt. There we go. Actually, I changed my mind. The reason I changed my mind being that the inserter stack size bonus comes from transferring to and from boxes. So once we start having trains running in real quick, it's not likely that they'll run out of coal if they have a stop putting any power into the, any fuel into them, but we want to give them the best chance they have. So give it the full stack size bonus that we haven't even researched yet, but eventually we will. And that requires being out of a box. So, all right, let's see. Where do I want this big pole? Maybe on the inside? I kind of want them to line up neatly. See if I can make this happen. Yeah, so this will be ideal spacing, and that's lined up. Good, okay. So now the power reaches. I don't have any coal at the moment, but it's fine. There are 4 wagons, and this is our first depot train stop. So we'll call this just depot. Actually, at the moment, I'm going to call it depot-iron, because until we have robots, the auto sorting is going to be much more finicky. So, color 255 2040. 255, whoops. 255 2040. Excellent. Now you need fuel, obviously, which I think I don't actually have any coal in a box anywhere. Maybe I should do that just while I'm manually refueling the trains and whatnot. Can do that easily enough over here. Let's grab a box. There, that'll work. And I don't need, I don't know, 3 stacks is plenty. And for the temporary time being, let's see, empty this. Yep, that should be decent enough just to get the train rolling. And let's give you 2 and you another stack there. Good, so now the train is, the station has been built. Now we need to deal with offloading, onloading. Now I'm gonna need, actually I should add, good, stack inserters to the research queue and give a couple bonuses. Just because that's gonna be the next thing. Obviously, we'll have to make do with what we have at the moment, being probably just the fast inserters. But we're gonna want stack inserters here pretty quickly to get things unloaded rapidly. So the inserters go here. We're gonna need a bunch of boxes as well. So we'll need steel boxes, which I think I will start a kind of hodgepodge spaghetti automation for boxes just because they're always annoying to build. I don't know why, I hate building boxes. So I'll go build the boxes. Oh, this miner is out. I'll replace it up here. Any other miners that are out? Doesn't look like it. I do have a bunch in my inventory that don't need to be there though. There we go. Is that all of them? Looks like it. All right, so let's take a trip down to steel and see if there's anything else we need to possibly hodgepodge automate on the way. We already have rails being made, maybe rail signals. Again, just because, well, no, they craft pretty fast, right? So we don't necessarily need to do that. Just gonna have to be moved later, so it's not always in our best interest to automate it right from the beginning. Let's see, how are we doing here? These are all smelting. Yep, okay, everything's still good here. So these boxes just need steel. So I'm just gonna tack it on right here and say, I believe they need lots of steel though. So we'll go ahead and do this and say, yeah, you're gonna need lots of these actually. And your output will likely also need to be fast, and we'll go this way and put them right into boxes in a box. And I don't know, 50, 100 boxes, that's probably fine. We're never gonna need a ton more than that in one go. Good, so now we have boxes being made. How many do I have now? 23? Let's grab. I'm gonna need a lot. It's surprisingly how quickly you go through boxes when you're building train stations. All right, we can get the rest from the map. And let's see, anything else while we're here? No, I don't think so. We could use a car. Yeah, let's get a car. Need some steel for a car, I think, right? Missing 1 steel plate and 2 engines. Great, okay. So let's 2 engines. And let's just take a whole stack of steel. And now I can make myself a car. All right, no more assembling machines. Let's get the car. Where'd the car go? Here it is. All right, excellent, let's go. I do have the vehicle snap mod, which should help us stay on the road. Let's see how well it does. But now we can really start to see why, until I don't cut down the trees, really see why I have decided to build roads everywhere. Got another one of miners out. Let's beef up power coal production. And while we're thinking about it, yeah, we're doing okay on power. Not great, but okay. All right, so here we are back at the depot, and frankly, I might want to build some parking spots, but these are aesthetic things that I should deal with later. Now, we were working on boxes for unloading and loading. So we'll do this. Oops, one too many. There we go. So that'll do for that. Once stack inserter is researched, I'll build a bunch of stack inserters. And then these will also need to be stack inserter uninserted into setup like this. Now I'm going to run out of all of this stuff, of course. So let's get some more iron from the iron area. Let's see, where did I put the box? Up here. Just grab a whole bunch of iron because we're going to need a lot of all of these things. Probably, yeah, all of those splitters. Again, go back, grab some copper. We got a bunch of splitters coming. We have a bunch of underground belt coming. Need to grab the actual belt. That's not working. Here it is. The belt box is here. Just grab all of it because we know we're going to need a lot of it. And let's see if I can finish the rest of this a little bit faster. 4. There we go. And if we go 6, here, here, and here. Oh, well, this is a temporary solution, so we will have robots eventually, but at that point, we'll also, because we will have robots and roboports, we'll be able to change this unloading. Instead of an inserter-based unloading, it'll all be robot-based. So I'm okay with that for now. So from here, I want to condense all of this down. That's where the splitters come in, unfortunately, but let's just take it in so it's not in line with these power poles. So the innermost one, again, I always want to give it kind of 2 spaces, just in case something has to go under and then back up. We have, that was only 1 space. Yeah, there we go, 1, 2 spaces. And then again, we should be able to do this by going to 6. Yeah, there we go, no problem. Now, I guess I don't need to carry all 6 lines. Now, if I remembered, let's see if I can remember. I don't know which way the inserters put on a belt going that direction. Okay, so they're gonna be on the top. So this can just go like that. And then we'll have top and bottom. That way we drastically reduce the amount of belt we have to deal with up here. We'll of course want to put a balancer of some kind up here. But for now, we'll just do this. There we go. That'll be 3. Now let's see, I do have balancers in my book. Let's see what I have. 6 to 4. That actually I might have built just for this kind of situation. 5 to 4, 4 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 4, 1 to 5. That's kind of a weird number. And some shufflers. I believe that's it. 4 to 4, lane balancing, 2 to 2. Yeah. All right. So let's actually see if I can do this. Where to go? I lost it. There we go. 6 to 4. Although, however, that's assuming that 6 lane balanced lanes already. So you know what I need to do? I need to build the 8 to 8. 3, 6, 9. And unfortunately, we'll have 12. Well, let's just get started lining these things up. We're kind of busying ourselves with problems that we don't need to face yet until we have that massive amount of throughput. Until we do, we'll just kind of get these working in a kind of close enough. So there's 4. It's ugly and not really appropriate, but we'll give it 2 spaces and start the next. 4 being the grouping primarily because we don't want to not be able to send a yellow belt underneath. For whatever reason, we might need to do that. All right, there's another grouping of 4. 2, there we go. There's the third grouping of 4. And then, like I said, we'll go up to 6. We'll use these to go under. Oh, they're not going to reach, are they? They'll reach under the RoboPort. So you know what I'll have to do? I'll clear the RoboPort. And I'll just kind of do this manually. Let's see, this will have to go under, and this will have to go under. And the rest of them, we'll just carry on like that. And like I said, this will change very soon. Let's see, I want to go back down to 4. And we'll connect these in. This is this one. This is this one. And this is this one. Then we'll give it 1, 2 spaces. And this is the next line. So we'll just run this all like this. And then have to kind of finish the rest of it manually. There. So we now have the capability of unloading way more material than we're ever really going to have in this setup. But, oh well. What's next? Stack inserters, I believe. We are almost done researching. Come on. There they are. So, oh dear. I forgot that they require advanced circuits. Well, we're going to have regular old fast inserters then at this point. Because I haven't even gotten close to the subject of oil. We'll have to deal with that a little bit later. So in the meantime, let's see if there's anything else we can do. We can probably start to line up the way we want to do this. And I think I am finally ready for the termites to just clear out all these trees, and I'll get rid of this rock. Very slowly, of course. There it goes. Now, I forget, is this the bus block or is it one below? I believe it's this one. We'll just check the map. Yes, so this is the bus block, which means, for the time being, iron is this very top row. So what I'm going to do is grab this, there it is, main bus. And we'll go ahead and just set this up for the bus, the raw bus that is. I'll place it just once, I think. I'll place it there. Just to give myself a nice idea of where iron goes. Iron goes here. And again, we should probably just do this by 4. Up. And over. There we go. This has to go up 1, and this is a turn here. Clear this guy. There we go. And you know what? For the time being, again, I'm going to grab 5 to 4, 4 to 4. Here we go, and I'll just stick this guy on. As soon as this tree's out of the way. What else is in the way? Oh, doesn't like being placed over the other blueprint. That's fine, we'll clear the other blueprint. There we go, that's all gone now. And we'll just place this 4 to 4. That way, whatever of these lanes we have coming in, we'll get it out on however many we have going out. We'll have to worry about what's connected and what's not. Running 4 lanes if we only need 2 worth of input, etc., etc. All right, I'm out of these guys. I'll get some more underground. And then here, whoops, wrong way. We can run this guy right. You know what, let's go. I guess we're not actually encroaching on any sulfuric acids. We'll just kind of dump it in here. I do want this area to be used first. Looks like this is backing up not quite the way I want it to. We'll do that. And this way, we should be able to get this used up. Well, even once we have the train coming, it'll prioritize that. And if we need a proper prioritization, I'll do that later. So, all right, I'm going to take a break here. So as always, thank you all very much for watching. I hope we'll see you in the next one, which will be out real soon. But until then, my name is Neurotype, and I'll see you next time.